Hi, my name is Jack, and I'll be tying a generic tag nymph. The hook is a hen's BL120, size 10. The bead is a matte black slotted tungsten 5/32. When I'm tying in my tag or tailing material, I like to let it fall down into the slot of the bead, which helps to keep the bead in place. The tag material is a hot yellow predator fiber. When I cut off the length of my tagging material, I like to set my scissors to the back of the hook, cut it off there. That's plenty of color to get their attention. Dubbing is a blend of dark hare's ear and brown flash nymph dubbing. I like to put a little flash in my hare's ear dubbing from time to time, and the flash nymph has just enough to where you'll get a flash, but you won't get too much if you blend it in with another dubbing. And this dark hare's ear and brown flash nymph dubbing go very well together. So we dub our body forward, throwing a taper in. Just like that. Now what I will do, I'm going to put a hot spot for a wing bud in this pattern. So I'll invert the hook, and the hot spot I'm using is an olive magic shrimp foil from Jan Saman. So once you get it to behave, place it on the side of the hook. And I leave a little tag as I'm tying it in, because instead of trying to snip that off, and sometimes you end up with a little tidbit of a tag in the way, you can just take a bodkin, fold that over like that, and tie that in, and we have no worries of that getting in the way later in the tie. So what I'll do is I'll fold this back over, check the size, put that over here out of the way, get a little more dubbing. What I like to do is I like to have a little bed of dubbing when I'm tying in a tinsel or a material like this. So I have a bed or platform in which to tie it on, and it will help to not let it fold down, and when you fold it over to create the wing pad, at times if you don't have a nice bed to keep the width you would like, what will happen is it'll come out and be just a small point at your tie-in point. Fold this over, tie it in right at the bead, cut that away. sure you're secured on. Now, for the thorax, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some CDC and some of the dubbing that we used for the body, and we're going to blend that and put it in a dubbing loop, create our thorax. Take a Mark Petitjean magic tool and you trap both the dubbing and the feather in the clip. And then what you do is you will clip away the stem, leaving just the material, dubbing, and CDC in the clip. I wanted to show you how I prepare the materials for the dubbing loop for this tie. Take your CDC feather, preen the barbs out at a 90-degree angle, like that. And you get a small amount of dubbing. You don't need a lot. And you'll lay that on the feather close to the stem over top of the barbs, like so. And you pick your feather up. We take our clip and we trap the dubbing and the barbs, and then we come in and cut away the stem. You're going to want to leave about an 1/8 inch of butt ends of your barbs to give you some space to trap into the dubbing loop. Then we put it into the dubbing loop and continue the tie. Create your dubbing loop. Get your material into your dubbing loop. Spin it, close it up, trap all the fibers. And what we have now is the fibers all trapped in our dubbing loop. Take a wire brush and just tap it on the loop, which frees all of that material that gets trapped as you create the dubbing loop. And what you'll do is you're wrapping, preen the material back to create your legs and the movement, which is a key trigger in your patterns. Cut that away. And what you'll do is preen as many of the fibers as you can down. Get that tied in so it doesn't go anywhere. Take your brush, brush that out. What we have is a nice buggy thorax. Trim away any odd strands that might be right here on top. So now what we're going to do is we will cover the foil with some resin. And it'll really make the tone of that foil pop and make it really, really bright. Okay. Resin I'll be using is Deer Creek Diamond Hard. Give us a nice drop. Cure it, the UV light. What this does, it creates a nice thorax pad. And you get a nice, bright, sparkling hot spot. Looking forward to fishing this one. It's a new pattern for me. I just started tying it last week, and I wanted to share it with all of you. Hope you enjoyed that. Good tying.